Dreamed, scammed, and blessed. This is my journey on how God used the newest Disney movie called The Wish to reveal to me how I just allowed myself to become distracted from my journey with Him by committing highway robbery when I got focused and walked the path of online coaching programs, trainings, and caught up in the scrolling of social media, trying to find something that would work for me to help me make more money, when the truth was, I am the money, I was the answer, and the answer is in me, the answer is me, and the source was God. Man, I messed up. But out of messes comes lessons, comes healing, comes forgiveness, comes strength, comes bold, comes confidence, and comes courage. So, praise to the Most High. Before I begin, if you're someone who doesn't like spoilers, who doesn't like to hear movies in entirety before watching them, I suggest, I advise, I caution, I warn you to stop watching this video now and go watch the movie Wish. And then you can come back and watch this. However, that's up to you. As always, when I speak, when I teach, I'm just sharing what God gives me. Take what you need, keep what connects, and chuck the rest. Right? So, let's get in this. Dreamed, scammed, and blessed. God used this movie Wish to show me how I gave up myself, how I gave up on my goals and my dreams, and by giving it over to other people instead of being the addict and giving myself up to God instead to Him. All right. So The Wish is based in a city called the City of Rosa. We're going to start with that. City of Rosa is Spanish for pink. Pink is normally associated with what? With love, affection, girls. I've noticed a trend in Disney movies that the girls always seem to be the rebellious ones, to go off on their own, to go against their parents, all to follow their heart, to follow their desire, to follow who they are truly meant to be. And people got problems with that. People got issues with that. Why? It's another video. All right. The pink aura can also mean a balance between the spiritual and material. Balance between the spiritual and the material. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places. My battle has been between spiritual and material. Like, my goal, my dream has always been, ever since I've been married, had a child, and Alan was working late nights, our first son. I was like, man, I want to retire my husband. I want my husband home. I want him here. So I've been asking and searching too, different ways to make more money as a stay-at-home mom, as a stay-at-home wife. So I can help retire my husband. And at first it started with like inbox dollars, snapping pictures of receipts, taking surveys, playing games. However, look how that's progressed in my life as God has used me and filled me up with more gifts, more talents, more products and services, with my books, with my 5 stages of ascension, all these lessons that I want to give. I just want to give. And trying to figure out the best way where I can monetize that. There's that word, monetize. So I can help retire my husband and give him more. That's that materialistic. That's that material, that way that caught me. Like, that was my weakness and my strength at the same time. And being on social media was not helpful. Because I would scroll like, oh, there's something else. Oh, I think I can use this. Oh, I think this would work. Oh, this app, this coach, this program, this online. I can use that. And I spent so much time, money, ultimately me, on that stuff, and realizing it really wasn't meant for me, and realizing that what they're actually doing is deceitful, is dishonest, is lies, and went everything against God wanted me to do. And I'm like, man, I messed up again. And when it got to be too much or too overwhelming, especially when it comes to pricing, have high ticket prices. You gotta charge more to get the people that pay more. Because when people pay more, or when they see that it costs more, then they know that's worth it. But then if people see it and it costs too much, then they won't buy it. Let's go be honest about that. You're going to buy whatever the heck you want to buy. Whether it costs less, costs more, costs whatever. It's because you want to buy it. Whatever motivation or feeling that was used to stir it up and inspire you to do it, you're buying it because you want to. Price didn't matter. However, it's psychology though. People use psychology to get you to buy. To get me to buy. I recognize that. And to this day, I'm able to recognize, I can start seeing it too. And I'm like, wait, what's this? Oh, this is interesting. Like, no, wait a minute, Angelica. That's psychology. Don't psych yourself out. Leave it alone. Get off the social media. Just do what you came to do and get off of it. Get off. Because I didn't want to get trapped in that cycle again. Thinking I needed another coaching program, another somebody to tell me, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what your problem is. I don't need somebody to speak to my pain that I'm already feeling to motivate me to move, to help me get to my higher place. I already know why I'm buying your stuff. I don't need to keep repeating me of my sadness and my mistakes and where I'm at. Just get to the point. Just get to the offer. And then they finally do like, oh, that's how much. Okay. Thanks for the information. Deuces. Type of knowledge. I don't want to do that. But I was putting myself and falling prey to opportunities that put me in that position. We're moving on. Pink also evokes the feelings of calm, comfort, warmth. Calm, comfort, and warmth. Sounds like a woman. Sounds like a mom. I remember how boy used to be meant for, blue was blue for boy if you're having a baby, and girl is meant for, pink is meant for girl if you're having a girl. And it was beautiful. There's something about those colors. I agree. I get it. And I actually love that, which is why I used pink in advertising on our link tree for Renewing Ascension Women, because it does remind me of pink, of women and feminine nature, and how women are to be, how they are the calm and comfort and the warmth and the nurturing that God created us to be. Because men have a nurturing side of them too. It just looks different than women. And it should be for a reason. That's another video. And it also means a creativity boost, which makes sense. Because a lot of ads that I saw, especially from women who were doing these programs and offers, they had a lot of pastel, pinkish colors, light colors. Chakra. Pink. The heart chakra. Associated with green and pink. The heart. The feelings. I was thinking of psychology. It's the feelings. It's the emotions. It's the energy and motion. Humans are controlled by their feelings. I was controlled by my feelings. I allowed myself to be used and to be moved by my feelings. And it's normally the feeling of sadness, freak out like, oh my God, the stock market, oh my God, the stocks, oh my God, the money, oh my God, what's gonna happen, oh my God, we gotta get this, oh my God, we gotta do that, oh my God, we gotta spend this so we're gonna be okay in the future, what's gonna happen? Like, it was in fear. Like the emails that had the subject line, you're gonna miss out, not too late, you're doing this. And when I saw those emails, like, my heart would beat so fast. Like, if you could die from reading a subject line because your heart beats so fast, oh my goodness. It's the feelings that society has now using mainly to get me and other humans to move to action, to buy. And most times is not in the feeling of the result, like they say, of to receive the joy and the peace and the happiness and the freedom. You're moving because you feel sad, because you feel tired, or you feel angry, or you feel scared. That's how I moved. That's how I've seen other people move when I went to these online workshops and masterminds, and I've been on so many, y'all. So that was the people were moving because of that. I have yet to see somebody say, hey, I want to move because I want to get to feel this happiness and joy. Like that peak, the high spot, the goal, the result is the reason. Because, man, it's a challenge for me and everybody else. I challenge that before following, saying yes, or buying anything, another opportunity, a pair of shoes, a food, whatever, that you actually, me too, feel happy first. Feel happy, joy, thankful, and grateful about what I already have already. And then make the decision with that energy. Make a decision with that happy already, that grateful feeling, that thankful feeling already. Because if you're already grateful and thankful and feeling good about yourself, then you're like, I don't need that. I'm fine. Oh, I'm good. I got everything I need. Like, it's about changing your mindset. A changed mindset will produce a change in behavior. A change in what I be having, a change in what you be having. How we change and how our mind is set on before making a decision. How we recognize that, hey, somebody's trying to manipulate my feelings so I can feel a certain way, so I can buy something that I may not even need. It's a challenge to myself. If you'd like to take up that challenge too, be my guest. I'd love to see your results in the comments. It's an experiment. I am a scientist. All humans are scientists of their lives. Our experiences are experiments where we analyze the data, see the results, ask that who, what, why, where, when, and how of what happened. And if it wasn't the outcome that we wanted to receive, then we go back because it will be tested upon it again. That situation will come up again in a different way, possibly to act different, to get a different experience. So it said the heart chakra is associated with green and pink. Man, when I watched this and realized the color green was in a lot of Disney movies. And it was connected to the villains. And this movie, Wish, y'all, too, when I was watching through the end, it connects a lot of the Disney movies, like their origin stories. All right, chakra, the Anahata. May I pronounce that wrong? It's the center chakra because it has the center, then there's 3 above and 3 below it. As above, so below. What's done in heaven will be done in earth. What you bind in heaven be bind in earth. Represents love and relationships. Green represents giving and receiving love. But what kind of love is it? And is it a tainted love? That toxic love. Was it tainted love from Ferngully? That movie where that black cloud of smoke sang. Man, that was some truth right there. I don't own copyrights to that song. But yeah. All right. So I saw that the book from the magic was also in Snow White. I remember that story. I remember that movie. Okay. Pink represents unconditional love in a soft, nurturing way. These are just my notes. I'm just reading them. The heart gives and receives. Like, I get that. Especially when it took a heart-to-heart intervention for God to help me uncover my gift and my purpose all in one day. And the reason why I say it was a heart-to-heart situation because I was feeling so down and bad about myself. I recently felt God for the first time outside in the grass on the side of the church that we were going to when I was 14 years old. So, like, my process of getting to know him and what that meant, what it feels like, it had begun. I already had little snippets of what was going on with me and the power within me because people would, like, look at me, would start talking to me, and the adults would realize they're talking to a child, and they would just stop, like, horrified, like, why am I talking to a child? Why am I spilling all my life and feelings to a child? I'm like, that's all right. Are you okay? Anything else? But 14, middle school. Love my English teacher, Mr. Hart. Gave us a poetry assignment, and we all had to start with I am. And mine was, I am a girl who loves to sing. I wonder sometimes if singing will help me through my day. And even though I was feeling like I didn't want to get up and speak this poem from the whole class because I was a person who got made fun of. I was an outcast. I didn't want to get made fun of anymore by the popular children. I did it anyways. And there's a lot going on in there, but I don't know if he got it. I went into a trance. So I don't remember anything from the rest of that poem when I read it. Because when I came back, I was done. People were clapping. My teacher was like, oh, it's a really good poem. Maybe we should publish that. I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess. But I knew inside that something happened to me. I knew inside I had an experience. Right? So, you good? Do you need to take a breather? Okay. So that day as I walked down the steps of my middle school, Dawes Middle School in Lincoln, Nebraska, I looked up to the sun and I was like, God, I vow to use my writings to help people and myself, no matter what I go through, good or bad. Or is it to help myself and others, no matter what God, I vow to help myself and others, no matter what I go through, good or bad. That was such a vow that I made at 14 without fully realizing what I was saying. But right then and there, my journey began. I became a street counselor at 14 years of age. I still am one. Because God helps me, uses me to heal the minds, to be the heart, to feel the hearts, to be the ears, and listen to people on the streets. Wherever I go. Whether it's walking the street, whether it was at a bus stop waiting for a bus, whether it's at my children's activity class, whether I'm driving down Ames and I see a young woman crying or yelling at somebody who just kicked her out of a car. Like, y'all, this is what I'm seeing. This is what God presents to me. And this is what I do. But I got to a point where I was like, God, I've been doing this for so long. When is the currency going to equate to the work that I've been doing as my life became, hey baby, became more and more filled with more children and that, has more responsibilities and I'm thankful for them. having extra currency helps, you know? I was like, when is that gonna start equating? I felt like God wasn't doing his part. I felt like, you know what, God, I'm working, I'm helping, I'm being used by you. I am speaking, I am talking, I am giving all of this. I am not boasting, I'm not advertising myself, I'm being humble. Like, when is this going to equate to this financial blessings, financial currency that I'm hearing about, that prosperity gospel that I see other people doing? Like, when do I get mine? When, God? And I know that you provide for me by sending and using other people, you know, when you give us our daily bread. But sometimes, God, I want excess of daily bread. I want more. I want to be able to get my own daily bread when I feel like it. Maybe even a different country. I want some French bread from France. From France. Oh. Hi, baby. What's going on? What happened? What happened? You want to talk about it? You say how you feel? No. You ready for mommy, though? Is it time for me to take a break? All right. So I'm taking a break because my daughter needs me. So this is just part 1 of the God podcast titled Dreamed, Scammed, and Blessed. Once I get her... Yep, I'm almost done. Let me close this out, okay? Once I get her sleeping, then I'll come back and I'll finish the rest of it. So, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. If you'd like to know when it's uploaded and available, give me my phone. Go ahead and hit the notification bell so you'll get that notification when they're ready to go. All right? Remember, there's peace in the life with God.